at second, and with that, the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Here's Chris Bryant now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield, around the mound, and around the home plate here.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
44, Anthony Rizzo.
As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. The 1-1 home. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The catcher, number 40.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. The 2-2. Hit down the third base line. Donaldson's up with it. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Digging in to try it again. Kyle Schwarber, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. And Smoke won't get a glove on it. It's a fair ball. Contreras rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily. And they lead now by 4. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
He's set, and the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Martin has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ben Zobrist. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded up the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Now the 0-1. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. So it's here's Randall Grichuk. His past history against John Lester. He's got 2 hits in 17 at-bats. He's taken him deep once.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Behind 0-2 now. skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Next to bat for Toronto, Aledmys Diaz. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And oh, that gets him on the mound. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Center fielder.
And that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Schwarber giving chase. 2 gone. Here's Steve Pearce now.
For the Blue Jays, left fielder, Steve Pearce.
First pitch coming. Here it is. High pop up. Russell over to his left. And that retires the side. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. Here's Jason Hayward now as we begin the top of the fourth.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and Hayward has gone on strikes, and there's 1 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Here's Javier Baez. High pop-up. Estrada is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Center fielder number 8. Ian.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Fouled off. Again, he sends it out of play. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more is taken for ball 1.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 4. Ready for another chance. Devin Travis set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Popped high in the air. Baez is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The batter, number 8.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Hendrys Morales, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
First baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Justin Smoke. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Lined hard toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The relay throw, and he'll scramble back to first safely.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Russell Martin now. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Again, another foul ball. Ready with the 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Hayward. And that's the 3rd out. Blue Jays held in check. They trail here 4-0. Digging in and looking for more, Chris Bryant comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pierce moves over, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The catcher, number 4.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Wilson Contreras. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Martin over to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 4, the Jays nothing. Here's the 3rd baseman, Josh Donaldson. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Now Lester's 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the 1st out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Long throw, got him. That is a terrific play.
The batter, number 1.
And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. No balls and 1 strike. Lester gets the sign. Coming at him with the 0-1. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that. Digging in and looking for more. Kyle Schwarber. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs half of the 6th. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Another 0-2 home. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the 1st out.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Here's Addison Russell. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Pillar's there. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
What the fuck? Why won't you?
ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Hayward. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch on its way. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. The 0-1 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Just got a piece up the line. That winds up foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Cubs strand one, but they're in front 4-0. Striding in once again, Kevin Pillar. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
0-1, here it comes. This is in the air out to left field. Schwarber is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Steve.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Steve Pearce. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Bryant shading to his right. 2 down.
The batter, second baseman.
Ready for another shot now. Devin Travis. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Lester has his target. 0-1 on its way. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay, the tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto, getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Digging in once again, Javier Baez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Javier Baez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on swivel.
Diaz has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ian Happ. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
You know, you love a guy who attacks the zone, but sometimes I think you could throw too many strikes. That could be the case right here. This offense is going to the plate, just pulling the trigger on everything.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here's Chris Bryant now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Four runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Still even at 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They lead it 4-0. Leading off the inning, Kendrys Morales, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, it's really hard to pitch a gem, and what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
The windup and the 0-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Lester's 2-0 home. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Skied into straightaway right. Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. Here's Justin Smoak now. Last time through was a base hit. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Popped him up. Bryant is under it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Standing in now, Russell Martin. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Ready once again, Josh Donaldson. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Now a rocket deep down the line in left. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. The relay throw is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Starting to run out of innings here as they are. So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last at bat.
Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now here it comes. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. He's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Fouled off. Two out, nobody on.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
Hit back up the middle. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
Man, you can't continue to make mistakes like this and expect to win. That's 3 errors so far in this one, and they keep putting themselves in bad situations.
Ready for another chance? Addison Russell. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. Set to deliver the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Schwarber leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Here's the 0-2. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
2 out with the man at first. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Set. Here's the 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time. Here's a high pop-up. Estrada got it, and the side is retired. 1 error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. Here's Randall Grichuk. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Randall Grichuk leads the yard with a solo shot. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz.
Shortstop,
Grounder down the line at third. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. The relay. And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him.
Center fielder number 11, Kevin Pillar.
Digging in to try it again, Kevin Pillar. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike one to start the at bat. One out, nobody on. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Line towards center field, and he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Steve Pierce. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Ripped down the line. Lester gets the sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A solo shot that time for Steve Pierce. And the Blue Jays have cut the deficit to 4-2 now.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone, over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
In now, Devin Travis. No balls and 1 strike. In his last at-bat, he was thrown out trying to stretch a double into a triple. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. 0-2 now from Lester. Line drive to left. Schwarber will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 9th inning coming up. Cubs lead it 4-2. Here's Ben Zobrist now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Designated hitter, Ben Zobrist.
First delivery to him on the way. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the ninth.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the ninth. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a one-run lead.
Here's Jason Hayward now as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Zobrist on at first, nobody out. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Two and 2 the count.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. Javier Baez waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Estrada is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
In now,
Second
Javier
baseman.
Baez. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. In the dirt. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Here comes the 1-0. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
3-0 to him now. Here it is, the 3-0. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. From the stretch, there's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
2 down, runners at first and second. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As the first pitch here has been high, it's ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. 2 runs have scored. Now the third man has scored. And I can't believe people paid money to watch this, as a simple ground ball is going to wind up as an inside-the-park home run. That is some miserable defense.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Wilson Contreras. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, B-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
That gets down, and the inning will continue. Around second now and headed for third. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
Well, they're definitely starting to tee off on him now, and I do think it's a result of what we were just talking about. He seems to be laboring and not putting the ball where he wants to because of it. I think they've got to make a move here.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So they nearly back.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Chicago,
Hendrys
number
Morales
41.
will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line drive to left, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. Around second, he's on his way to third. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Now
Oh, you
batting.
hate to see guys
First
run into
baseman.
outs, especially when it's
Justin.
because of an
Oh.
unnecessary risk. He had two all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
Here's Justin Smoke now as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
The catcher, number
Russell
55.
Martin now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this
Martin.
point. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Way out in front. Barring any late turnaround, the win would belong to John Lester. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Final strike for the Blue Jays. Hit hard toward first. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. The relay. And he is out at second base. And partner, that's going to do it for this one.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
8-2 is how this one ends today. Chicago took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. John Lester gets the W on the mound. Marco Estrada takes the loss despite striking out 11 batters. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.